Well, welcome back, and this will be the final tutorial on creating some presentation material for your project. So let's start with setting up some views. So we've been working with some of the standard views, the isometric type views, or top, front, side views. But we can also put cameras on those views or a view perspective. If you come up here, you can change the view perspective and come, and you're basically adding a camera to the view. You can also dynamically rotate the view. And adjust that view any way we like. You might even try the walking tool and actually walk through or around your model. Now you can also use a display style to change the way the model looks. So for instance, we could set it to something like an illustration sky sphere. And once you have a view set up the way that you'd like, it's always a good idea to save that view so you can recall it later. So we'll just give this one a name. I already have a view 1, so I'm going to call this view 2, and simply click in the view, and now it is saved in my dialog, and I could come back and recall it. Now another thing you might want to try is an actual animation of fly around your building. There is actually a camera path set up in this file. You can turn that on by coming to the Level, Display dialog, and turning on Camera Path. And then changing both these views to a wireframe display will make that a little easier to see. We're just going to zoom this one all the way out. And you should see that camera path. If you don't, just make sure that you've applied that view. There it goes to all the views. And then we'll just zoom in on this view so we have the camera path in the extent of the view. Now we're ready to actually create the fly around. So we're going to come up to Utilities, to Render, and Fly Through. That opens up the Fly Through Producer dialog. Just slide it over here a little bit. Now first thing we're going to do is select a lens. And I'm going to select a telephoto lens. I want to be able to zoom in because our path is fairly far out from the building. We're going to set this back clip distance to 10,000. You want to make sure that the target position is fixed. For the render setup, we can select Draft. And our render mode, we'll go ahead and select Smooth. Our speed we'll set at 10 ticks per frame. We can keep the resolution fairly low. And we'll do a total of 20 frames. Now we simply come up to the Tools, and we're going to select Define Path. And we're going to basically select that path that's in the model. And we're just going to select it at one end and then the other end. And then the last thing we need to do is define the target point. And of course that wants to be the gymnasium building. So I'm going to select a snap point of center and simply snap to the center of that circle that surrounds the gymnasium. And you'll see you should now have cameras all the way around your path, and those are the various angles that will be used. We'll select Tools, Preview, View, and we will see the fly-through play in that view there. And this is a rough wireframe view of the fly-through. Once we actually produce it, it will be a more rendered image. So once we've decided that is acceptable, we're going to select Tools and Record, and then we can record that as we'll use an FLI model. That will be something we can open and play in QuickTime. It's going to get saved to our Support Out folder. And we'll go ahead and select OK. Now this may take a little time to produce. Just be patient. And once that's finished, we'll close the dialog. Now if we go and open up that folder, it's under Support Out. It's called Working Model. And we just want to make sure that we open it with the QuickTime player. We'll enlarge that a bit and we'll go ahead and play. And there you can see the fly-through produced. So that's it, and good luck with your presentation materials. Thank you very much.